Ava Reynolds rubbed her tired eyes as she hurried through the bustling airport terminal. Her worn sneakers squeaked against the polished floor as she checked her watch for the 10th time. She was late. Again. After finishing a grueling 12-hour night shift at St. Mary's Hospital, she had barely made it home to shower and grab her pre-packed backpack before rushing to the airport. Gate 23B, she muttered, squinting at her phone's boarding pass. Her first real vacation in 3 years, and she was already running behind. Since her parents' death 2 years ago, Ava's life had been an endless cycle of work, bills, and taking care of her younger brother, Josh. At 27, she felt decades older. This weekend getaway with her nursing school friend Rachel to Atlantic City was supposed to be her escape. 2 days of freedom from responsibilities, overtime shifts, and worry about Josh, who was staying with their aunt. Her phone buzzed. A text from Rachel. "Where are you?" "Boarding now." "Almost there," Ava typed, even though she wasn't exactly sure where there was. Exhaustion blurred the airport signs. 2 hours of sleep in the past 24 wasn't enough, especially for someone who had just spent the night monitoring ICU patients. Turning a corner, Ava saw a small group of people by a doorway labeled Private Aviation Terminal. Too tired to think clearly, she followed them. A woman in a crisp uniform greeted her with a smile. "Miss Lawson, we've been expecting you." Ava opened her mouth to correct her, but before she could, another staff member said, "We're ready for boarding now. Mr. Carter is already on the jet." Blinking in confusion, Ava was gently guided down a walkway to a sleek private jet that looked nothing like the commercial flight she had booked. "Wait, I think there's been a mistake," Ava stammered, but her backpack was already taken. "Don't worry," the attendant said. "Mr. Carter knows you might be late." Inside, Ava's jaw dropped. Cream leather seats, polished wood paneling, and a fully stocked bar greeted her. Across from her sat a man, his back to her, gazing out the window. When he turned, Ava's exhausted brain registered everything at once. He looked younger than she expected, impeccably dressed and breathtakingly handsome. "You're not Vanessa Lawson," he said, his eyes narrowing in curiosity. "No, I'm Ava Reynolds. I think I got on the wrong plane," she admitted, clutching her phone. A small, amused smile curved his lips. "It seems so." The engines hummed. Panic surged in her chest. "I need to get off. I'm supposed to be on a flight to Atlantic City with my friend." "I'm afraid we're already cleared for takeoff," he said calmly. "I'm Damian Carter." Ava sank into her seat, legs weak. Where are we going?" "Paris," Damian replied simply. Ava's heart raced. "Paris? France?" "Yes," he said, studying her reaction. "You really did board the wrong plane." Her mind spun. She didn't even know how to get back. But Damian, the billionaire she had never met, seemed calm, even kind. Over the next hours, Ava slowly relaxed into the surreal reality of flying to Paris with a stranger. Damian was polite, attentive, and unexpectedly easy to talk to. She told him about her life, long nursing shifts, taking care of Josh, and the pressure of keeping up with bills and responsibilities. Damian listened. Not the polite nods of a casual acquaintance, but real attention, like her words mattered. He shared pieces of his own life. A successful tech entrepreneur, traveling constantly, but recently having lost someone close. Their conversation shifted naturally, the initial awkwardness dissolving into laughter and quiet smiles. By the time they landed in Paris, Ava had slept, eaten, and even laughed more in the past 12 hours than she had in weeks. Damian had arranged for a private car to take her to the hotel, his easy charm making her pulse race. Standing on the balcony of her Parisian suite, looking at the glowing Eiffel Tower, Ava could hardly believe it. A simple mistake had turned into the adventure of a lifetime. Romance, mystery, and Paris, all wrapped into one. And as Damian's voice came softly from behind her, "Welcome to Paris, Miss Reynolds," Ava realized that sometimes the wrong flight could take you exactly where you were meant to be.